Hare Krishna. Welcome back to our Swadhyay online reading retreat labs. So we're continuing to read from Gita for daily enrichment series. In that series, we are reading the first book by His Grace Chaitanya Charandas Prabhuji. And I also have this hard copy. This is a little old edition, but the same thing. So the content is same, and you can also get this book from the Amazon Kindle. So you can get this book as well. So let me share my screen. Yeah. So in the last session, we have studied about Bhagavad Gita's chapter number 2, sloka number 15, and the related topic. And we are going to start with a new topic today, that is sloka number 16 of chapter number 2. So in the meanwhile, let's read the translation only from chapter number 2, verse number 16. That is the thing. So those who are seers of the truth have concluded that of the non-existent material body, there is no endurance, and of the eternal, the soul, there is no change. This they have concluded by studying the nature of both. Now we will go to the book. We will see what has been explained there. Yeah. It says, are we eternalizing the present? When we face problems, this sometimes overwhelms us so much that we cannot think of anything else. We feel as if the problem will never be solved. The dread of living with it for all time to come cripples our ability to deal with it constructively. At such times, we succumb to the error of eternalizing the present. So if you do not know the meaning of the succumb, so it's a fail to resist pressure, temptation, or some other negative force which we cannot merely give up and succumb to despair. And that's the meaning of it. To correct or prevent the error, we can meditate on the Bhagavad Gita, verse number 2, chapter number 2, verse number 16. Nasato vidyate bhavo. Of the non-existent, there is no endurance. The word asat reminds us that the present is fleeting. It exists now, but will soon be over. To appreciate this, let's think about our past overwhelming problems, a major exam, a critical job interview, a virtual public speech. Hindsight shows us that they were not worth getting overwhelmed. They came and they went. So will the present problem. So it's a very nice example has been given. So it can be exam, it can be interview, or it can be virtual public speech. What if the problem seems likely to stay lifelong with us? Gita wisdom reassures us that our life is much bigger than this lifetime. For we are eternal souls. Same Gita verse continues. Na bhava vidyate sataha. Of the eternal, there is no cessation. In the eternal lies our ultimate legacy that is available to us at every moment, even the present moment. That supreme treasure is our all attractive beloved Krishna. Once we connect with him through devotion and release the sweetness of his love, the present, no matter how imposing, will no longer seem crushing. What if the present sometimes makes specific forms of devotional service difficult or impossible? Thankfully, Krishna is an understanding God. He accepts whatever service we render sincerely according to our capacities and circumstances and gives us his grace. That grace will inspire, guide, and empower us to integrate the present into our growth path to a glorious future, eternal life with Krishna. So again, we will read the translation part of this verse. Those who are seers of the truth have concluded that of the non-existent, the material body, there is no endurance, and of the eternal, the soul, there is no change. This they have concluded by studying the nature of both. So this is again referring to this chapter number 2 and verse number 16, right? Now we will stop here, and the next session we'll read about the next verse, that is again verse number 16, but there is a different theme to it. We will continue to read that, right?